Hello, everybody, and a good day to you all. Today, I'm talking about Deadpool, and this is going to be my spoiler review, I guess you could say. More like a spoiler discussion, not really review. I gave my review last episode, and I gave the movie an A, because I really loved this movie a lot. It was a whole lot of fun. From beginning to the end, I had a whole lot of fun watching it. Even the parts when there wasn't no action in it, I was enjoying it. Because it's very funny. Action and choreography is fantastic. I even love the love story in the movie. I love that too. I'm romantic in heart. The supporting characters were great, even though some characters didn't say much as others. The parts that did, when they were doing something beautiful, like the girl who plays Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and that's Brianna Hildebrand. Now she didn't really say a lot in this movie, but all her parts that she was in, I enjoyed. And anytime anybody's interacting with Deadpool in this movie was beautiful. Every scene when Ryan Reynolds was in and he interacted with someone, I loved it. Now, most of the part, like I said last time, was the fact that I pretty much saw the trailers already, so a lot of the trailers kind of spoiled what's happening in the movie. But it didn't take away my enjoyment of the movie at all. I mean, even though, because that's pretty much my fault on that part. It's not the movie's fault. The movie did its job. The movie was great. The fact that I saw the jokes already shows how good it was because I still enjoyed the movie and the jokes too. It was still funny to me. It didn't make me laugh out loud. Though the ones I already saw, but the ones I didn't see had me cracking up. Like the relationship between Wade and Vanessa was beautiful. Now Vanessa is being played by Arena Bakarin, and the thing is though, Deadpool pretty much cracks jokes all the time, even when he's Wade, he's cracks jokes all the time. But a lot of the times he interacting with people who pretty much are the straight man in the room. I mean, you have Colossus interacting with him. It's Deadpool's making the jokes, or when he's interacting with the Negasonic, she's funny, but it's Deadpool who's pretty much making all the jokes. And even the bad guy in the picture, played by Ed Skrein, Ajax, he's just the bad guy, so he's not really cracking jokes like Deadpool. But when Wade with Vanessa, the reason why they fall in love and they click so much because she gives back to him what he gives her. So they could go back to back, they go toe to toe with one another, and that in a verbal match, which is really funny and enjoyable to watch, because they meet. What makes them connect more, I mean, they're talking about their childhood and how much they didn't have. They try to outpour one another. And they think, well, like, I didn't have a bed, or well, you had a bed, well, I didn't have blah blah blah, and they go back and forth like this, and it's just funny to watch, and it's enjoyable. The funny thing is though, Marina is playing a prostitute in this picture, and Wade falls in love with her, but she also played a prostitute in the TV show, in the movie Serenity, in the TV show Firefly. She played the prostitute. Interesting. And also, the captain was in love with her, and she was in love with the captain. But the thing is, they never really got together, sort of, because she was still working as a prostitute, even though she was in love with him. And it was kind of weird. Like, can you actually have a relationship with somebody who's getting paid to sleep with other people? Oh, interesting. Because in this movie here, it seemed like she stops being a hooker when she actually falls in love with Wade. I don't see her still going out in street corners and selling herself while she's with Wade in this picture. It seems like after that moment at that place where they meet, where he takes her to, because see, they meet at the bar, and this bar is a hangout for all mercenaries. All the mercenaries go there, and they also set up a poll that decide who's going to die. Who's going to die? Like, who's going to make it this week? They'll make it through the week, and whoever wins that poll wins the cash. And that's how they meet in this episode. They meet at that bar there, and he pays for her to go on a date with him, pretty much. But she's thinking that he's gonna take her back to her place, to his place, and have sex with her. But no, he takes her to some kind of a game place where you play these games and you earn tickets and you win a prize. He takes her there on a date, and because of their connection, well, then they sleep together, and this time he's not paying for it. Yeah, it's for free because they actually do like one another. They sleep together a lot, and they do a whole lot of different things. Now, kids out there, I'm sorry, but this movie is for adults. It really is for adults in every way possible. I mean, from the language, from the violence, and the sex. They have all three. They have all three. Now, if you want to take your kids to see this movie, hey, as your kids, do what you want. But if you're not so if you think it's another superhero movie that you like Avengers or the Last Wolverine, something PG-13, no, this is not it. This is rated R, and it earns that R a lot. But it's well deserved though. They're not just doing a rated R movie. They're not just doing like nudity for the sake of nudity or violence for the sake of violence. It's true to the character and the world that they set up and that they're in. So it makes perfect sense the way it is. And like I said before in last episode, that I enjoyed all the performances in this picture, and I thought it was a great, fun movie. I mean, and even when the X-Men was introduced in the picture, it's only two. I mean, Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. That's a mouthful. And even though it was just them two, they still did a good part. It was still like good to the movie. It didn't take nothing away from it, and it didn't hurt the movie at all. Like because they're on two different sides of the spectrum. You have Deadpool, who is a mercenary who kills the bad guy, and then you have Colossus, who's an X-Man who wants to pretty much save everyone. I mean, they fight the bad guy, but they don't want to kill him. They want to try to help the bad guy to reform, to maybe one day he'll become good too. That's the plan. That's the hope, because they want everybody to come together and live in harmony as one. Mutants and humans and bad guys and good guys settle the differences and work together. I mean, that sounds nice. That would be nice if that happens. But Deadpool is, what are you talking about? Hey, he's the bad guy. He's supposed to die. He tried to kill me and you and everybody else, and he ain't going to stop until he does. So trying to save him is just stupid. And so, he kills the guy. That was the funny scene. That was the funny scene in the picture, because Wade finally meets the guy who messed him up, right? Because see, Wade gets his powers because he had cancer, and he was trying to find a cure, and he gets recruited by some guy to take him to this place. And so the guy injects him with this serum to unlock to the X gene inside of his body. Saying everybody has the X gene in them, even regular people. It's just that a mutant's X gene gets activated and it comes out naturally. But regular people's X gene just lies dormant, just stays there. So they had a special drug, a serum, to inject them with to awaken it. But the only way they can awaken it, the serum didn't do it alone. They have to give them pin them to torture. They gotta find the right thing that's gonna shock his system so badly that his X gene will just kick in and his powers will emerge. And they put through a whole lot of crap. They tried drowning him, stabbing him, beating him, freezing him. They did everything they possibly could to awaken his gene. But nothing really worked. And the thing is, though, they're not going to stop until your X gene awakens or you die. Yeah, that's the thing. And so, the only way that his X gene got awakened, they put him inside this tank, which took away his oxygen. And since he couldn't breathe, it forced his body to awaken his mutant gene inside of him, and his powers emerged. But the side effect was, it totally messed up his whole face and the body completely all over. He looked like a chewed up pizza walking around. That's how he looked. That's how his skin looked. Almost like his cancer became his flesh instead of being on the inside. It showed on the outside. So he was trying to get revenge on this man for what he did to his whole body and how he looks. I mean, yes, he got the cool powers. He can regenerate and heal from anything, pretty much unkillable. But he looks like pure garbage. So he's trying to get revenge on him throughout this whole picture. And then when he finally gets up to him, you have Colossus there trying to give him this whole speech about how he should like learn how to forgive and blah blah blah, the superhero stuff. And then and for a moment you think that Deadpool might turn it around, but he says, "Screw that," and just blows this guy's head off. It was so funny because Colossus' response to it was hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't believe you just did that. I gave this whole long speech to change your life and save your soul and whatever, and you still. But I'm not gonna say too much about this. I mean, I pretty much said everything earlier. This is just saying that I'm just doing this is my first time doing this, so I hope I'm doing this right. But this is just like a more like we can have more of an open discussion now about the movie without worrying about spoiling it for nobody else. This is all this is for. So if you have seen the movie already and you really want to talk about it, you don't want to about spoiling it for no one else, leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought about the movie. What parts you liked the most? What parts stood out to you, or what parts? If you had the parts you didn't like, leave those comments down below too. And like I said last time, stay to the end credits because you get a reveal and you find out that Cable's going to be in the next movie. Which I love the dynamic between Cable and Deadpool. I like how they are when they're together. Because Cable is more the soldier, he's the straight man, and Deadpool is just pure silliness. He's the cartoon. So I'm trying to figure out after I find out that Cable's going to be a part of the next movie, like who could play Cable? Because they got to find somebody the right age, but not too old, and still able to, and still believable to pull it off, and who can act at the same time. I mean, because we already got a Wade Wilson. Ryan Reynolds was born for this role. So now, who can play Cable? I've been trying to bounce around names. Now, so far, I got Liam Neeson stuck in my brain. Now, I don't know if he's perfect for Cable or not, but I know he can do the action scenes really well. I know he can play a soldier. And he's sort of the right age to do it. But is he perfect for the role? I don't know. But that's all I got in my head right now. I can't think of anybody else who's around that age and could do action. That's all I got. That's it. Unless you could go like Dolph Lundgren. I don't think that'd be right. Well, leave your comments down below about that too. If you know who you think would be the perfect Cable, leave your comments down below. Well, that's all I gotta say about this. All right, hopefully, this is my first time ever doing this one, so so that's it. That's all I gotta say. So give my channel a big like, thumbs up, boom, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. Like I always say in my dream and in real life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. It felt like I just rambled on. Peace out, people.